I just heard there's nothing in the way but you. Overcome you, overcome the obstacles. So whatever's in front of you right now is something that almost feels like a harness that you have on that's self attached. So like you put the harness on, you put it to the wall, and you decided that you couldn't go further than wherever that harness, leash, or rope allowed. You also decided the length of that rope. Fear on the bottom of this deck. So definitely fear-based, something that you'll have to decide, am I desiring to get over that fear? Spirit, if you could give me a few cards for this individual to start out our reading. A couple there sort of wanting to jump out, hesitant to come out of the deck. Fear literally coming out again. Fear. Scarecrow on this one. Maybe the Wizard of Oz is significant for you. The dreary side of Oz. A fear of commitment, bond and commitment. So it could be attachment issues, things that need to be addressed with attachment styles, or attachment to people, codependency, boundaries, things like that. But also commitment issues, not in only a relationship sense, but also in the sense of consistency, showing up, being able to continuously put in effort. The guidance that I've been given by Spirit to tell people that are struggling with this, which this is something that many people struggle with, is to commit to something small and just be absolutely determined that you're going to do it. My light just flickered. Absolutely determined that you're going to do it every single day, without fail. You are going to do it every day. Whether that is get up in the morning and drink a glass of water. Every single day you're going to do that. It's something that you aren't already doing. Every single morning at exactly 8 a.m. you are going to brush your teeth. Like every single day you're going to do something small to make it a absolute commitment and have that branch out into other areas of your life with the intention of, I also want to see this grow. 3, 2, 1 on the timer. I also want to see this grow. Night 33. So maybe yours is something that you're meant to do every night. You could be like a night owl. I think you work maybe nights. This is for one particular person, but if this resonates for more than one person, that's great. This is for a paid subscriber on Substack. So yeah, I believe that you do work nights. Initial starts with L. So something at night that you do every single night. Maybe it's reading or learning about something. Illusion and preparation. So there's this illusion that you're not able to like follow through on this stuff. So I feel like this preparation and illusion actually goes very much together. They came out together. Or this illusion, lie, deceptive thought, intrusive thought, coming in saying that like you don't need to prepare. You don't need to prepare. You don't need to put in effort. There is this toxic spiritual concept. It's so toxic because it's true. A sliver of it is true, a tiny, tiny sliver of it is true, that like, just flow, everything will just come to you. Yeah, but you do have to put steps forward and continue to put those steps forward. You may take a tiny step and spirit may come in, or the universe, or other people may come in and help you with other steps. But like, you have to continuously decide, yes, I'm still walking in this direction. So get a map, see what you can see on the map. No, you can't see everything on the map. You actually have to go on the journey. But prepare, look at a map, look at where you want to go, look at where you want your feet to be. And realize that if you want to be all the way over in Florida and you're in California, you can't just look at the map and be there. You can't just skip the steps of packing up and leaving your house. Like, you have to actually leave your house. And I feel like that's a part of it too, is you have to actually leave your house. More preparation, more thought, more almost like dreaming is needed. Dreaming and doing, like doing the dream. Taking the first initial steps, especially the ones that feel scary. We're going to read from this deck, Balance on the bottom. Believing before seeing is the same thing. It's like it's one of those, are they like an analogy? Blank is to blank as blank is to blank, right? Believing before seeing is to like taking the step before having help come. Like, believing is the step that you take. And then the seeing, what actually is the miracle, is the same as the help that comes in. I've been thinking about like the SATs a lot lately. I don't know why. I don't even need to take them. We have Queen of Roses coming out here. It's upright. This card shows a beautiful woman with roses in her hair and all around her. A beautiful scene expands outside, but she is peacefully focusing on the flower in her hand. The Queen of Roses signifies a woman who is loving and supportive, but with a passionate side as well. This is a card of a loving connection. A relationship with someone you know may deepen and become more meaningful, or someone new may appear. Be open to the connection. It may be a romantic one, or it might be a friend, family member, or coworker who's going to be helpful and valuable to you in some way. The Queen of Roses can represent you or a woman in your life stepping into the role of wife or mother at this time. It's a time for loving energy to be voiced. This card upright sometimes show a happy resolution to a difficulty with family, a friend, or a love relationship. The time for peaceful, loving connections is at hand, so open your heart to the expression of caring within and around you. Close your eyes and step into the energy of the Queen of Roses. Get to know that caring power and gentle temperament. Feel compassion fill you and notice your desire to bring a loving embrace to yourself and the world. There's another card in here I hear that I'm supposed to read with that one. It's the Eight of Roses, Sangha community. So this may be about friendships, community, connecting more with your community. Get outside of the house. Get outside of that. You might have to step outside of your house. You can't, it's so interesting to me. And this is coming through to share. This is my human self coming through, being prompted by Spirit to share this thought. It is so interesting to me how many people want friendships, want love, want connection, want, someone that's there for them consistently. yet they're unwilling to be consistent with themselves. They're unwilling to step outside of their home. They sit in their house and they think, oh, it's just going to come knock on my door. I mean, it might. It might. The thing that is absolutely destined for you just might, right? But it's also a choice to stay in. It's a free will choice to stay in. It's a free will choice to not show up consistently for yourself. I am not talking about big tasks. We're talking about the same time every day doing one thing. Or the same thing every day. Consistently. Or even the same thing every week. Can you carry something and do something every single week that's new? That's good for you. That's going to move you forward. Maybe it's going to a particular coffee shop or meetup every single week. Maybe it's going to a church meeting or a Rotary Club meeting or whatever other kinds, a knitting meeting. It doesn't really matter what the thing is as long as you're interested in it. And doing it every week, because so many humans, they go a couple times, they do it a couple times, they do it for maybe a few weeks and then they drop off. It's a constant, consistent human pattern of being unable to commit to things. So start small. You want someone to commit to you. You want someone to show up for you. Show up for yourself. Like really show up for yourself. Easier said than done. And it's not an abnormal thing for humans that they struggle with this. So you're definitely not alone. This says, inside a room, people are seated around a table conversing with interest and energy. There are many icons from different groups and societies. A caduceus, a sunflower, a Tibetan bell, an Egyptian scarab, a dream catcher, and a Star of David are just a few. This card indicates that it's time to join or rejoin your group, your ashram, your tribe, or your sangha. Whatever you call it, it is a community that connects you with others of like-minded purpose and activity. There are many communities in each person's life and still more that return from past lives. For instance, you have your family, friends, and work associates, but you also have the people with whom you share many creative, cultural, or spiritual purposes. New friends can also be coming your way at this time. Be open to these new connections. You will not only find help with current directives, but you may also reawaken past life relationships, talents, and disciplines. It's time for a happy sharing of your discoveries. Close your eyes and start to feel a new community come around you. People gather and you sense the support of kindred souls. Take a look around you and notice what you sense about the individuals there. Who are they and what purpose do you hold with them? I have one last card here in this Lyran Oracle. Okay, what do we have here? Thank you so much for your support on Substack. It means so much to me. It helps me do this full time. I get 80% of what the subscription is compared to less than 50% from places like the Clock app. So it really does make a difference. And so I'm very grateful for the paid subscribers over on my Substack, which is why you're getting this reading, because I offered it and you accepted it. You took action. It's like, yes, I would like one. Infinite Wisdom, Mastery Activated, Akashic Records, Akashic Tarot, Akashic Records, Explore Deeper. Gorgeous card. Card 19. The Akashic field surrounds all of you, broadcasting its infinite knowledge to all who are tuned into her station. Like a scribe that has recorded every single word for an event, the field of Akasha contains the records for every single story of creation, embedding it into the alive field for all to receive. As your consciousness grows in self-knowledge and humanity begins to access the higher dimensional plane, your species will find itself naturally accessing this field of the Akasha, gaining an ability to download and receiving precious information from any inquiry of your choosing. This process will allow for your society to become a truth-receiving collective with scribes of the Akasha revealing all. Through the power of Akasha, a greater knowledge is always revealed. Say, for example, you are connecting with a rock on your plane. Through your Akashic awareness, you can begin to sense the creation story of this rock, where it came from, what it experienced, and open into an intelligence-based conversation to learn from its story and wisdom. This process has been uncovered by many ancient earth-based societies who recognize the foundational truth that all is alive and holds a database of memory. The human that is plugged into the alive field will always be tapped into the field of empowerment, finding wisdom through every encounter. The human that disregards the aliveness in all of creation will struggle with higher concepts, likely engage in war like mentality with themselves and others, operating from the perception that they are separate. Fundamentally, the belief that all is alive is a foundational knowing to open up all greater awareness. This card of infinite wisdom arrives when either your Akash is beginning to open or an awareness of this field is seeking to be utilized more. When you explore your Akasha, it opens the knowledge into the past and future incarnations of your soul, his/her story. Whatever is playing out now is an ideal time to tap into your cosmic knowing and begin to request from the Akash on the knowledge of any subject of your curiosity. Tune into your self-awareness, quiet your thoughts, and seek to be an open mind to listen to whatever is to be received. In addition, you can utilize the field of Akasha to go deeper into your unique interests and passions. Say, for example, you are passionate about food preparation. There's that like preparation word again. One can use this passion to communicate with the various ingredients that you often use so you can develop a deeper level of understanding for how to use them properly. If you are a musician, you can attempt to feel into the frequency of certain notes and develop a communication with these frequencies to understand how they were used in sound healing cultures or how their vibration affects others. If you have an animal near you, your living space, attempt to go deeper than simple banter and exchange communication by asking them telepathically more about their journey. We provide these examples as we want you to traverse deep into the alive field, and through this, you will know that everything is alive and holds a memory. Declare out loud, I am open to the entire living field. I am open to receive from my Akash. Additional meanings are mastery activated, Akashic records, explore deeper, spiritual work, meditation, cosmic upgrade, past life memories, karmic relationship, and teaching.